If I got a special treat for you guys. Ready to run a gun, stop for blast off, let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. I thought I would give y'all a full walkthrough of the boat since it's completed. About 98%. There's still some bugs to work out here and there, but overall it's pretty much finished. And I thought I'd give y'all a tutorial and a walkthrough and show you everything I've done to this boat. Okay, so we're going to start with the Tracker 1236. This is the Grizzly model, fully welded. I don't have any stickers or anything on here yet. I just got back from the water, so I thought I'd start from the very tip and we'll go over everything from there. Now this is the stock stuff that comes from Bass Pro Shops. I did have to add an extension to reach the truck because she sits pretty high, so I gotta make sure that this thing reaches it. Plus this is a very long tongue to a trailer. I actually like it. I didn't think I would like it at first, but I love it. Here is the trailer valet. It's in a lock position right now. This is unlocked, and this is high gear, low gear, and I use this with a drill, and I can drive this thing in the backyard because we got a pile of mulch here that we're letting germinate, I guess you could say, for the garden beds. But I pull the truck forward and then I use the trailer valet to get the trailer where it is, and it works beautifully. Here's my spare tire plus the cover. Now this is a step system that I made using brackets. This is double stacked 1/8 inch aluminum, so it's a 1/4 inch thick. I have a smaller step here. The bigger step here just has no skid material on it. Same as right here at this tongue of the trailer, I have no skid material. So if I have to walk back to the truck, I can on the trailer. I do have a pull stick right there, as you can see, mounted to it. And this really comes in handy, especially since I had to use this to walk down the trailer a little bit this morning and hook this up. But overall, it's been great. Here's my graph unit mount. If I ever need it, here's my front light. This is the stand for my phone that I'm recording, so y'all can see up my nostrils. Trolling motor mount, and I have this strapped, as you can see right here, to the deck, and this is strapped down so this thing can't jump around and get loose as I'm towing it. I have just little knickknacks here. This is the remote control that operates my lights. I have lights here, lights back there, and lights inside the compartment, which works very well. I've got these little side sleeves that holds material. Here's my caddies. It holds all my stuff, my scents. This is basically all of my scents and dyes in this one right here, plus this is the stuff I access all the time. And over here is the spare stuff, spare leaders, and just other stuff through there, my scales. Now this, you guys have seen, this is the heart of the rig. This here is the front trolling motor, and this is the rear trolling motor. I can put this on here, and as you can see the LED light up. See there? There's the LED. And I can control how much juice I want to the trolling motor just by using that dial. There's a reverse. There's also off. This is so much easier to use than the controls on the trolling motor itself. Just leave the trolling motor on high and let her eat. You can control everything. A lot of times when I'm trolling or if I'm moving around, I'll kick this thing on real low. As you can probably see, it says 17. Look at that blade. Barely even moving. And I use that a lot when I'm fishing. So it makes it better to fish a worm that way. My seat, this is my rod holder system. I have it on both sides. It's basically just a release system. I push the button and release it, and I can unhook it from there. These are just kayak pulley or rope mount type things. And then to strap it down, I just pull it tight. And that keeps my rods. I have them one in the front and one in the back, and I also have them on the other side as well. There's my pull. That's my push bar, which I keep mounted, and I loosen it when I go to the lake so I can access it pretty quick if I need to. This is my rope system right here, which allows me to attach to the bow. I attach it right here to the handles on the front of the John boat on either side, and normally I'd drop off on the right hand side of the dock, so I strap off to there, but I pull the rope to an anchor pulley, and I go back here. This is a tie down. There's one over on this side too. The usual kayak anchor tie downs. And what I can do is once I get in the boat, I can unhook my 15-foot long rope and just lift this drape over the side of the inside the boat. So when I get back to the loading ramp, this is still attached. All I have to do is hook this back together and I'm good to go. So that just keeps, 15-foot rope out of my way. That's about maybe a 2-foot rope right there, and it works very well. Here's my trash can mounted to a bag. This is my camera mount for my GoPro. There's my net. These boxes here, I use them as tool boxes. You can get these at Walmart. And there's like my spare lights, my bow and stern lights are in here, spare batteries, rags, all kinds of stuff in here in these 2 boxes right here. Whoever sits in the back's got it made because they got their own caddy. I gave them a towel to use with a stretchable rope. The back seat. These are a dream. These are C.E. Smiths. And I have them wired and drilled into the side of the frame so it goes out the back. I don't have it going down the beam or nothing like that. And I did put on brand new LED lights before I even took the boat out, because I don't want the lights to go out. The straps are the automatic type straps. I just push that blue button and zick, they go in. I push the blue button and zick, I can pull them right out. Strap everything down, makes it so much easier. Here's my Traxxas mounted to the back. I'll explain the cables here in a second. Here's the rear camera mount in case somebody's with me. I can mount the GoPro back here. Like I said, on this right here, this is for transit, and I can loosen them right there when I'm on the water. And then when I'm taking the trailer back, I just lock them back down. That keeps this push stick within reach if I ever need to use it, and I have had to use it before, so that's pretty good. Here's the lid you guys see me make. I'll show you inside there here in a second. But now as far as steering, this is my steering stick. This is just a aluminum pipe that I flattened, and here's the extension, which works off a pin. If I want this out of the way for a while, I can, and I can access everything. Here's my bilge pump, if I ever need to use that, and I have that running back here. I did have it running down here trying to keep it up under the lid, and I got to thinking I might be able to take water right there, so I moved it about 3 inches up, so that's where it's located there. But I just patched that hole and can't even tell it's even there. But the cool thing about this, my pin back in here, there she is. The cool thing about this is I can adjust this back and forth. I have the trolling motor on kind of tight right now, so it's not that easy to move around. But I mounted pulley systems into here, pulleys on the side, and then I have PVC tubing, but also glued in brass inserts on the ends of every one of these tubes, just to keep the wearing down on the PVC pipe if it ever happens. And by steering this, if you look back here, see, I can turn that trolling motor any direction I want to turn it. And I run this through a steel cable, 16th inch steel cable. You can see I have a pulley system right there, and I got one just inside here too. Just to keep the angle off of the pipe. And then I have these running to clips. This is a basic pipe mount that you use in construction, that you can hang all, ductwork or lights or whatever you want to hang off of it. And I have just regular carabiners set to it. And the way I get these on and off is I tilt the motor forward, lay it in the boat, and I can just unhook these with no problem. These are the mats that I used on the floor that I covered, either side of the rear seat, and they're all across the front. It just keeps the noise down. If I want to lay something on here, I'm not banging on the aluminum. And the same thing here, I have it here on the sides, and of course you guys have seen the floor that I did. This is my extension, which I'm still working on. This is for the camera mount, to mount here and to get way back here if I want to get some really good shots. But I've got to do some work with this mount, and it'd be the same thing for this mount back here. I'd do some work to that one too, because they're not made for that. Oh well, you live and learn. And you can see the guy in the back, he's also got the same type pocket mounted to the side as I have in the front. So he's got, whoever fishes in the back is going to have it made. I'm telling you right now, they got it made. They got all this room back here. They got their own trash can, they got their own cup holder, tool caddy, all that stuff. So yeah, they really got it made back here. Plus they can put their rods up here on either side and run them forward with mine, and it won't get in the way with nothing. So I just have everything on one side. Normally I just have two on a side. As far as the door, let me get this off and show you what's in here. Okay, this kind of looks like a cluster beep. But there is method to my madness here. Here's both batteries. This is the addition to get my 24 volt for my Traxxas right here. This is my main battery, so this is why it has all the fuses on it and everything else. This, it's a cover cap that's got all the fuse systems built into it and everything. This is what I call my street light, and it's just a push on, push off light that allows me to see to hook up this in the morning when it's still dark. Is I can hook up my rear trolling motor to the connection, which see, this here says this is the front motor. So this is actually connected here, which the cover caps say rear motor. So that's how it attaches there. And what I have here is a net that goes like on a motorcycle, and it just lays here, and all my connections go in here, and it just keeps them off the floor of the boat. It keeps them off the bottom. So if I ever take water, all these wires are off the bottom. That's the only purpose this thing serves. And it's on hook mounts, and I can undo them when they're not needed. On the back side, here's all of my paddles. My paddles that I can get to, I can unhook them if I have to. So this box right here holds on my washers and wing nuts. They're my spares for the lid. How I showed y'all how I clamp these down when I'm running. When I'm driving back and forth, I'll leave them off when I'm on the lake. And the pipe that comes out right here, this comes out of the slot, which is right there in the lid. So I was trying to keep it under the lid, ended up being on the lid. I do have wiring covers. You really can't see them, but it keeps everything together. Here, I'll show you this one right here. Take this one paddle off. You can see the cover I got right there. It just protects the wires, and it keeps them in check. Keeps them out of the way. I think that's it, guys. I've just done so much to this boat. Oh, let's do the trailer. I've already shown you the side supports and the LED lights. I haven't shown you everything. If I ever need to, and I keep this in the backyard, an actual wheel clamp to keep somebody from taking the trailer, although I have a camera on the trailer at all times. And this right here, guys, this is the deal right here. A roller bunker. Man, this makes it so easy to load and unload the John boat. I replaced the stock bunker with these. They're expensive, but man, are they worth it. They really are. You can see up underneath the boat, you can see where I have all the rollers and all that, and man, it just makes it so much nicer. So yeah, I've done a lot on this boat. Now you guys see why it took me a while to get all this done. Couldn't do anything in the winter because, as you can see, everything's outside. So there were some times it was just too cold to come out here and do stuff. But that's it. That's Mean Green. That's her official name. You can't have a boat without a name. Yeah, that's what Forrest Gump said. You gotta have my Jenny. So there's Mean Green, the official Bassin 101 John boat that does everything I needed to do. I forgot one thing. All the storage I have under here. I got an 8-inch clearance here in the front, so I can keep a lot of stuff here. First aid kit, tackle boxes, Gerber sawing system, like for trees and stuff like that, because you never know if you need something like that. But under here is a lot of storage, so that works really, really good. So there you have it, guys. The Bassin 101 official boat. I love this thing. This is a great John boat, and I'm so happy that I can actually stand up in it and fish. That is awesome. So that's all I got, guys. So until next time, remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name, and as always, fish on.